To dip or not to dip? That is the question. In this video, I'll be trying dip powder set for the first time. Let's begin. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Masha, and in this video I'll be doing dip powder nails for the first time. In my previous video I have reviewed Modelones nail prep set with a dehydrator and a primer in it, and then inside they had a 70% off coupon that I was able to use to get a dip powder set. Perhaps like many of you have seen all those ads on how easy it is to do. Like you just stick your finger and boom, you have an awesome nail. Just like with polygel ads, that seems super easy. Well, polygel is not that easy. It takes practice, it takes time. So I wanted to see how it is with a dip powder. Is it easy as they say? Or is it kind of the same with the learning curve like it is with polygel? I watched lots of videos on the dip powder, how to use it, how to apply it, and it seems like I know what I'm doing now. So I decided to go ahead and try. From all the videos that I have watched, I found one particularly most helpful for me. It was Evie's from LongHairPrettyNail Channel. I will link that video down below for you to check out as well. So I'll combine the information from the instructions and from all the videos that I have watched and decided to try. Let's see what it turned into. And make sure you watch the video all the way till the end, and I'll tell you my pros and cons for dip powder. If you'd like to see more videos from me, click the like button and subscribe to my channel, and that way I know you like my videos and I'll make more. Here's the dip powder set. It is not pink, however, it's gray and brown and black, which is also nice. So this is what's inside the bag, and it does come with instruction, and you do need to pay attention. Here are the colors. 33 is a gray, then we've got 34. It is also gray, and here are them side by side. They look very similar. Then we got 35 and it's a lighter gray. 36 seems kind of brown, and 37 is another lighter gray. 38 is black, and here's all the colors side by side. There are two sets of colors that look basically the same. Here's what my start point looks like right now. Those are polygel nails from my previous nail video, and I have a little bit of lifting, but I always have lifting on that finger because it's deformed from years of writing in school. These are the tools I'm planning on using today. I begin by pushing cuticles back, then I begin removing old polygel with the fine drill bit. I make even strokes from the cuticle to the free edge with a very light touch. I'm not going to remove polygel completely because I want to use the tip of a nail as a nail extension, and I chose the fine nail drill bit for that reason. It does take some practice to get a good control over the drill, and about a year ago my polygel removing process did not look as smooth and good as it does now. So with practice you will get better. My pinky finger on the right hand is touching the left hand, and that way I have more balance and support. If you would like more detailed video on how I remove polygel with a drill, you can put it in the comments below the video. Then I switched to a more fine drill bit to get rid of all the lifting and remove a little bit extra volume off the top of the polygel. Now it's shaping time. When shaping the sides, it's very important to move your nail file in the out motion. If nail file moves back and forth right where nail connects to the skin, it will just push the skin further back, which is something we don't want. I will be filing my nails into the almond shape, and with shaping it also takes practice. I personally still struggle with the square shape. Also, when shaping, it is important to look at the nail from the different sides and different angles, because when the finger is folded down, it looks one way, but when you flip your hand and look at it a different way, it looks slightly different. After creating a new free edge, I also file down the volume to keep it nice and thin. Then I push cuticles again.
With the help with my other fingers, I push the skin away from the nail while I clean the cuticle area. I clean my cuticles with a safety bit, just gently trying to remove all the dead skin in the area. On my left hand, the drill bit is moving from right to left, and that needs to be done on the forward, and it's the opposite for the right hand. Then I switch to the reverse while keeping it still on a low speed and lift that cuticle up for easier removal. Then I switch to the barrel bit and gently remove the cuticle with a very soft touch, so I only remove dead cells and nothing more. It is very easy to overdo in this process, so less is more. I used to get my cuticles pretty red after doing this. One very important thing I have learned is the more you remove, the more grows back. When that's done, I increase the speed of the drill bit and begin to polish sides. I pat them on the side a little bit first and then polish, also with a light touch. Because I don't want to remove a lot, I just want to take off just a little bit of the dead skin to make it all nice and soft on the sides. I also lightly polish on the top just to make it smooth with a super light touch. Then I wipe off all the dust from the nail with lint-free pads and an alcohol solution. Then I continue my nail prep as usual with the Dehydrator and the primer from Modelones. I apply Dehydrator all over the nail to remove the excess oil that might be still on it, and the primer goes only on the natural nail part in one thin layer. Now that my nails are ready, I'm going to start with the powder. First I apply the base coat, but not to the entire nail surface, just in the center to make sure that my nail is not gonna turn out flat. However, instructions recommend applying to the entire nail first and go with the clear powder first, but this set did not have the clear powder in it. So I dipped that nail into the powder and let it dry a bit, and it is kind of important to let it dry enough so all the powder that still have not adhered to the nail does not get brushed off. Then I go with the second layer that is slightly whiter than the first one and dip that in, and I noticed that some of the powder gets stuck to the brush, which is something I didn't particularly like. Perhaps I didn't let it dry enough before applying the second layer. Through the entire process, I felt like I couldn't relax even for a second because that base gel dries up pretty fast. It does not need curing like the regular gel does, so I felt like I was working against the clock. And for that reason, I do like polygel and gels better because I have all the time I want to work with it. Dip powder base does need to be applied in a very thin layer, otherwise it kind of crumbles up. I actually practiced first on the tips, and that's how I learned it needs to be a very thin layer of base. While brushing off all that excess powder, it kind of flies everywhere, and then I decided I guess that wasn't enough mess, so I decided then to get all the powder on the nail with the brush instead of dipping it inside the jar. Even though I got lots of layers, it doesn't really seem to be that thick, so I decided to go with another one. I really wanted to get it really close to the cuticle so the whole manicure lasts longer. When I finished with all the layers, I went with an activator and applied it very generously all over the nail. I've decided to add glitter to two of the nails that were in the black color just to make it more fun. I just applied base gel and then sprinkled glitter all over it, and I kind of had to press it in a little since it's not acrylic. Perhaps I should have mixed it together with the black powder so it wouldn't turn out so thick. And somehow I got the glitter stuck all over the nail and had to clean that off. Also, I should have shaped the nail before applying glitter. It just does not file that great. After I filed all the nails, I applied activator once again and finished it with the top coat. I had an idea of making some of them matte and applied Modelones matte top coat on top, and it actually peeled off. And voila! Here's the finished result. I'm not particularly thrilled with the finished result. They just don't look as good as I would like them to. Also, my glitter fingers hurt. I think it's because those two fingers ended up being a little too thick, and it seems like acrylic is heavier than polygel. Never ever my nails hurt with polygel. With acrylic, they always did, and these two fingers did hurt pretty bad. I also noticed that after filing, the color was no longer even, and after one layer of top top coat, the texture was still uneven. I've seen in a lot of videos an advice to do a clear coat of powder before filing, so perhaps that would have saved the color. I did not do the second coat because I did not want to mess with them no longer. I was done. And as I promised, here's my list of pros and cons. On the positive side, dip powder is easy to apply, it's highly pigmented, and it is strong. On the negative, it is messy, it smells bad, it hurt my nails, it was hard to remove, and I didn't care for the texture of the top gel.
I hope this video helped you figure out whether you want to try dip powder or not. It definitely helped me to realize that I'm a polygel girl. So there'll be more polygel videos from me. In fact, I just bought a new kit that I'm gonna review really soon. So make sure you subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.